2025 NBA Finals. 4 things to watch for in Game 3. Indiana needs the alpha version of Tyrese Haliburton, while OKC hopes Chet Holmgren can keep holding down the fort inside. The last time this city played host to an NBA Finals game was almost exactly 25 years ago, June 16, 2000. When Indiana smacked the Los Angeles Lakers 120-87 in Game 5, it was nice but hardly jubilant, given that the Lakers had led 3-2 in the series anyway and were heading home in the finals' old 2-3-2 format with 2 shots to close things out. They did so in Game 6 a few nights later for the first NBA title of the Shaquille O'Neal/Kobe Bryant/Phil Jackson era. The circumstances for the finals return to this city, however, might have more in common with what happened a year later. In June 2001, the considerable underdog Philadelphia 76ers grabbed Game 1 from the Lakers on the strength of guard Allen Iverson's 48 points, an iconic step-over versus Tyronn Lue. Then LA plowed through the next 4 games, 3 of them on the Sixers court, by a total of 40 points to win championship number 2 of the Lakers' eventual three-peat. Now, as then, the road team stole Game 1, thanks to Tyrese Haliburton's cold-blooded jump shot with just 0.3 seconds left. But series favorite Oklahoma City, which won 18 more games than Indiana in the regular season, found its footing to seize Game 2, 123-107. Going home must mean more to the Pacers than it did for Philadelphia a quarter-century ago. Here are 4 things to look for as Indiana attempts to assert some home-court advantage at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time, ABC, while the Thunder try to grab it back. 1. Pacers eat when SGA sits. Indiana needs to make the Thunder's non-SGA minutes into a thing in this series. One of the more accessible analytical tools introduced in recent years has been on-off numbers, which track a team's efficiency when a certain player is on the floor versus how it plays when he is on the bench. 2. Haliburton plays more aggressively. This is the stuff of facile halftime analysis, a suggestion that a star player has to do more or has to step up. Yeah, okay, no kidding. The frequently unanswered follow-up is, how exactly? It's tricky for a player such as Haliburton to impose his will on a game because he's a pass-first point guard. He relies on his teammates to get open and hit shots, if only in spurts, to open opportunities for himself as a scorer. He isn't a volume shooter like Gilgeous-Alexander, who can squeeze the trigger another 10 times to keep his team afloat. 3. Holmgren's defense goes beyond rim. Chet Holmgren, the Thunder's gangly big man, didn't play well in the finals opener. However, he increased his impact considerably in Game 2, which went well beyond his 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 blocked shot. The 7'1", 208-pound Holmgren showed defensive prowess in just about every form and situation asked of him Sunday. He and his teammates aren't reluctant to have him switch on to smaller, quicker players because Holmgren moves his feet well generally and, with his length, doesn't need to play as close to an attacker to deter the shot. 4. Listen for the whistles. Plenty of Pacers fans felt OKC was permitted to play its physical, handsy style of defense in its 2 home games while Indiana didn't get nearly the same latitude. That might be fan speak, of course. Though it's possible each team's reputation subtly influenced some of the calls, the boisterous crowd at Paycom Center might have had something to do with it, too. That changes now, with Games 3 and 4 set for Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Indiana's equally passionate, if not quite as loud, crowds.